Today's video is going to come in two parts. Part 1
is
day 6 of NaNoWriMo, and I am currently on 5,500 words, which means I am way behind schedule at the moment. And that's because I didn't do any writing yesterday, but yesterday was bonfire night, and for one night this week I was like, I don't want to sit in front of my laptop, I want to go out and have fun with my friends. So I went out and had fun with my friends and blew stuff up, and it was really fun. I did, however, burn my thumb on a sparkler. And that's why those adverts exist. Sparklers are dangerous. And now it's time for part 2. Second part, I'm going to discuss reading as a writer, as the title suggests. And I can see people reading this going, what is reading as a writer? Don't writers read like everyone else? No. Well, yes, they do. But they shouldn't. Writers need to read. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Writers need to read. Because it's the only apprenticeship we have. It's the only way we learn what we're doing, and it's the only way we can improve what we're doing. And frankly, if you don't read, you're never going to be a writer. Sorry about that, but that is the truth. So, you can read all the stuff you like, and that is great, because reading is awesome. Reading is awesome. But then you need to start reading as a writer. And it's sort of the same way that musicians hear music. Someone who is a musician will sit and listen to music and go, I see what you did there, that's clever. This is what writers can do. You can sit reading a book and go, ooh, I like that. And learn from it. The only way you're going to learn how to write is to read. I can't repeat that enough times. Like, I've been an avid reader since I learnt how to read, which is why I'm nearly 20 years old and still obsessed with Dr. Seuss. I genuinely don't think there's enough people who want to be writers who read widely enough. And I might be wrong, and I really hope that I am. But, you know, I've sat in a room full of people and not one of them has known who Ernest Hemingway is. What? Like, just... I can appreciate that most people, well, not most people, but some people aren't interested in reading classical, not even classical stuff, just older novels, because they're not in your genre or you don't like the language. But this is where reading as a writer comes from. I think as writers, you need to know history of writing. You need to be aware of the people who changed writing from what it used to be, which is like Shakespeare and Old English and Christopher Marlowe and all those people, and how it sort of moves along to writers like J.D. Salinger and Jack Kerouac and Dostoevsky and Dan Brown, and how you get from Shakespeare to 50 Shades of Grey. You need to appreciate, or at least understand, the evolution of it, because only through reading the past can you understand the present and then begin to predict its future. I can't help but think there's a reason. There are reasons we still know these writers. There are reasons that people still read Shakespeare and Chekhov and George Orwell and Bukowski. And I'm just looking over at my bookshelf, my big shelf of books, and just trying to read titles off of it. Because there's so many. There's so many. There's a reason we still know about these people. Because they're great writers. And yeah, they're dead and we can't sit down and go, please tell me everything you know. But we can sit and read their books and learn from them. By diamonds and pearls.